Welcome to the Ramayana, Stories of Dharma and Devotion. I'm Sandeep, your storyteller, guiding you through the eternal journey of Valmiki's Ramayana. Our narrative draws deeply from Valmiki's original text and is enriched with stories from other Indian traditions, offering you a complete and immersive experience of this eternal tale. Share this podcast with your loved ones and let the timeless lessons of the Ramayana inspire your journey. In our previous episode, we watched the earth itself tremble under the footsteps of Kumbhakarn. The sleeping giant of Lanka walked into battle with a heart full of duty and love for his brother. We saw the Vanars scatter in fear, then return with courage. We saw Angad, Hanuman, Sugreev and Lakshman strike him with mountains and arrows. And at last, we saw Ram stand calm and bright, sending the final arrows that brought the mighty Kumbhakarn down. That fall was not just the end of a demon. It was the second birth of Vijay, the ancient gatekeeper of Vaikunth, moving one step closer to his return. And in the halls of Lanka, Raavan's heart broke as he realized that his own pride had sent his dearest brother to his death. In today's episode, the war moves to its next, darker chapter. We will see Raavan's sons rise in anger and loyalty. Trishira, Devantak, Narantak, and the great Atikay march out with chariots, elephants, and armies to avenge Kumbhakarn. One by one, they will face the Vanars. We will watch Angad fight alone against three demons. Hanuman and Neel arrive like storms to his side. Rishabh crush Mahaparshva. And finally Lakshman meet Atikay, the warrior blessed by God Brahma, in a blazing duel of celestial weapons. Far away in Ashok Vatika, Trijata will bring these battle stories to Sita, and for the first time her heart will feel freedom near. High above, in heaven, the gods will watch with quiet joy, knowing that God Vishnu in the form of Ram is now very close to fulfilling the purpose for which he was born. Join me now as Lanka bleeds, as Raavan's house begins to fall from within, and as hope, which once seemed so far away, comes closer with every arrow that flies in the night.
Inside the palace of Lanka, grief hangs heavy in the air. Raavan sits on the floor, shaken, broken, and lost after the death of Kumbhakarn. His breath trembles. His great strength feels hollow. Suddenly, footsteps echo through the hall. A young warrior with eyes like burning coals approaches. It is Trishira, one of Raavan's sons. He bows before his father. Trishira says, "Father, do not grieve. I will go. I will kill Ram. I will avenge my uncle." His voice is fierce, steady, filled with pride and fire. Hearing Trishira's words, more footsteps sound. Devantak enters. Then Narantak. Then Atikay, towering like a young mountain. One by one, they bow before Raavan. Devantak says, "Father, let us go. We will fight." Narantak adds, "We will crush the Vanars." Atikay declares, "We will bring back victory." Their voices fill the hall like rising thunder. Raavan lifts his head. His eyes fill with a mixture of sorrow and hope. He sees his sons standing strong, warriors born of his blood. He rises slowly. He placed his hands on their heads. Raavan says, "Go, my sons. Fight bravely. Make Lanka proud." He calls out to more names, Mahodra and Mahaparshva, his powerful brothers. He orders them to guard his sons. Behind them, an army of mighty demons gathers, strong, furious, eager for war. The gates of Lanka open. Chariots roll out. Elephants trumpet like thunderclouds. Horse hooves strike the earth. Bows shine in the morning light. The demons march forward with fierce cries. The Vanars see the enemy approaching, thousands of demons riding elephants, horses, and glittering chariots. Their armor gleams. Their weapons flash. The ground shakes with their arrival. The Vanars roar back in answer. They rip out giant trees. They lift mountains of rock. They prepare to meet the charge. Arrows rain down from the demon army. The sky fills with fire and steel. The Vanars leap aside, duck behind stones, or spring high into the air. Then the clash begins. Rocks smash into chariots. Trees crush elephants. Demons fire arrows without pause. Monkeys tear through enemy lines with hands, feet, and sheer wild courage. In the chaos, one figure rides out like a streak of lightning. It is Narantak, son of Raavan. He holds a deadly javelin. His horse moves like wind. His eyes burn with rage. Narantak charges through the battlefield. He hurls his javelin repeatedly. Vanars fall in dozens. No one can stand before him. He roars, "Where is your king? Where is Sugreev? I will crush you all." His rage tears a path through the Vanar army. At that moment, the Vanars who had been thrown unconscious by Kumbhakarn earlier begin to stir. Their bodies ache. Their heads spin. But they rise again. They walk towards Sugreev, limping and bleeding. They say, "Help us. Give us a leader. Let us fight again." Sugreev looks at them with fierce pride. He lifts his hand. He roars, "Send Angad." Angad leaps forward like a spark from fire. His eyes shine. His strength returns. He faces the charging Narantak without fear. Narantak roars and throws his sharp javelin straight at Angad's chest. The weapon flies like a streak of lightning. It strikes Angad, but the javelin shatters on his body. Pieces fall to the ground. Narantak stares in shock. Angad does not move. He only steps closer. Angad lifts his hand. With one powerful strike, he hits Narantak's horse. The horse falls dead on the spot. Narantak leaps to his feet. So does Angad. The two warriors face each other. Then the fists begin to fly. Punch after punch. Strike after strike. The ground shakes beneath them. Their blows sound like thunder in the sky. Narantak attacks with fury. Angad answers with fire. Finally, Angad gathers all his strength. He lands one great blow, straight to Narantak's chest. Narantak gasps. He collapses. The earth trembles beneath his fall. The son of Raavan is dead. The Vanar army roars in triumph. The demons cry out in fury. The battle grows even fiercer. And this is only the beginning. The body of Narantak lies still on the battlefield. Dust swirls in the air. The roar of the Vanars echoes across the plain. But the battle is far from over. From the demon ranks, 3 warriors charge forward. Mahodha, huge and fierce. Trishira, with 3 blazing heads, and Devantak, riding a massive elephant. Their fury shakes the ground. Mahodha roars, "Angad, you dare kill the son of Raavan? Face us now." Trishira shouts, all 3 voices twisting in one, "Your victory ends here, monkey prince." Devantak lifts his spear and roars, "I will crush you where you stand." The 3 demons surround Angad like circling fire. Angad breathes steady, his eyes sharp. He pulls out a huge tree from the earth and swings it hard at Mahodha. Mahodha slices it in half with a flashing sword. 2 pieces of the tree crash to the ground. Angad hurls a mountain rock at Trishira. Trishira strikes it with his spears. The rock explodes into dust. Devantak charges with his elephant. The beast trumpets fiercely and storms forward. Angad leaps high. He lands on the elephant's back. He strikes once, a single blow of his open palm. The elephant collapses, dead on the spot. Devantak falls to the ground with a roar of anger. Angad stands tall, surrounded by 3 deadly warriors. Trishira snarls, "You fight well, for a monkey." Angad replies, "And you fall quickly, for sons of Raavan." Mahodha growls and raises his bow. Trishira sharpens his spearheads. Devantak picks up a make, eyes burning with rage. All 3 rush Angad at once. Angad braces for the attack, but 2 shadows leap from behind him. A great roar fills the sky. Hanuman lands to Angad's right. Neel lands to Angad's left. Hanuman shouts, "You will not face them alone." Neel adds, "Today Lanka will see the strength of Vanars." Devantak charges at Hanuman with his make. Hanuman meets him with a single mighty punch and roars, This is for the Vanars you killed. His fist connects with Devantak's chest. A shockwave bursts through the field. Devantak staggers and falls dead, his weapon slipping from his hand. Trishira screams in anger, Hanuman, I will cut you down. He fires a barrage of arrows at Neel. Mahodar joins him. Arrows fly like a storm of fire. Neel spins, dodges, leaps through the air like a spark. Neel shouts, my turn. He strikes Mahodar with a blow so fierce the demon's armor cracks. Mahodar falls to his knees. Neel finishes him with a crushing strike to the hem. Mahodar collapses dead. Now only Trishira remains. He faces Hanuman with 3 furious faces, each snarling, each ready for blood. Trishira spins his sword. Hanuman tightens his fists. Trishira hisses, you killed my brother. You killed my kin. Now I kill you. Hanuman replies, then come. Let your courage match your words. Trishira leaps forward. He slashes with his 3 swords. The air sparks with each strike. Hanuman dodges, ducks, and sways with perfect grace. Hanuman taunts, is one head not enough? Must you miss me with all 3? Trishira roars and attacks wildly. He swings hard at Hanuman's neck. Hanuman catches the sword. Yes, he catches the demon's own blade with his bare hands. With a twist, he whirls behind Trishira. Hanuman shouts, this ends now. He uses Trishira's own sword in a single blazing motion, 1 slice for the left head, 1 for the right, and 1 for the center. All 3 heads fall to the earth. Trishira's body collapses with a heavy thud. But the battle does not rest. Mahaparshva, the mighty demon and Raavan's brother, storms into the field. His eyes blaze with vengeance. His make burns with dark power. Mahaparshva roars, I will grind this army to dust. He charges toward Rishabh, a brave Vanar warrior. Rishabh stands his ground. He lifts his own heavy make. The 2 weapons clash. A crack like thunder fills the air. Mahaparshva snarls and swings again. But Rishabh is faster. He leaps high. He slams his make down on Mahaparshva's head with the strength of 10 mountains. Mahaparshva's helmet shatters. His skull cracks. He falls forward like a broken pillar. Rishabh growls, for my king, for my people. Mahaparshva lies dead. The battlefield roars as more demons fall. The sons of Raavan are dying one by one. The tide of war begins to shift. But the storm is not over. In the distance, a new shadow rises. Tall, mighty, glowing with divine gifts. Atikay is coming. The battlefield is thick with dust. The cries of demons and Vanars echo through the broken air. Bodies lie scattered. Weapons burn. The sky itself seems tired. Then, a deep rumble rises in the distance. Stronger than drums. Stronger than thunder. A golden chariot cuts through the smoke. Tall horses blaze like fire. The chariot wheels burn like suns. Standing upon it is a giant warrior. Broad shoulders. Dark armor. Eyes shining like molten gold. The Vanars tremble and whisper, who is that? Another giant? Another storm? Ram stands still, watching the glowing chariot approach. Ram asks softly, Vibhishan, who is this warrior? His presence shakes the earth. Vibhishan says, Ram, this is Atikay, son of Raavan and Dhanyamalini, a warrior almost equal to Raavan himself. The chariot stops. The giant stands tall. His shadow stretches long across the battlefield. Vibhishan continues, he is expert in weapons, skilled in strategy, wise in counsel, respected by elders, feared by soldiers, trained in riding elephants and horses, fluent in negotiations, alliances, and warcraft. Ram listens calmly. His eyes never leave Atikay. Vibhishan adds, Atikay worshipped Lord Brahma. He purified his soul with deep meditation. Brahma gave him divine armor and this chariot that shines like the sun. He blessed him with a boon that no god or demon may slay him. The Vanars shiver. Atikay stands like a mountain in armor. Vibhishan continues, Voice low and urgent, he defeated celestials. He broke the pride of Yakshas. He struck down the thunderbolt of Indra. He destroyed Varuna's nose. He has crushed many armies. He is Raavan's son and one of the most dangerous warriors in Lanka. Vibhishan turns to Ram and says, Ram, he must be stopped quickly. If not, his arrows will bring ruin to our entire Vanar army. The monkeys, seeing Atikay's size and power, try to stop him. They throw mountains. They pull up trees. They attack from every side. Atikay laughs. He slices trees in midair. He shatters rocks to dust. His arrows whistle like burning stars. He does not even slow down. He rides straight toward Ram. Atikay calls out, Ram, face me. Let me see the one who destroyed my uncle. Ram steps forward. But Lakshman raises his bow. Lakshman says, Brother, allow me to fight him first. Ram nods. The wine stills. Lakshman walks forward. His steps are light. His bow is steady. Atikay smiles. He says, So you are the brother of Ram. Let me test your strength. He fires an arrow. It shines like the sun. It strikes Lakshman's chest with great force. Lakshman staggers a step. Fire rises in his eyes. Lakshman says, You struck me well. Now see mine. He shoots an arrow bright with the fire missile. It streaks toward Atikay like a burning comet. Atikay counters instantly. He shoots an arrow glowing with the solar missile. The two arrows clashed in midair. The sky bursts with sparks. Atikay laughs loudly and says, You fight well, young prince, but not well enough. He fires again. A chain of blazing arrows fills the air. Lakshman blocks one, ducks another, breaks a third. Still, Atikay advances. His strength seems endless. His armor glows. His chariot blazes like a second sun. Lakshman breathes deeply. He knows this cannot go on. Suddenly, a soft wind brushes his ear. The voice of Vayu, the vine god, whispers, Use Brahmastra, God Brahma's missile. No other weapon can end him. He is protected by the armor of Lord Brahma. Only Brahmastra can pierce through it. Lakshman closes his eyes for a moment. He whispers, God Brahma, guide my hand. Allow me to fire Brahmastra. He fits a brilliant arrow to his bowstring. A light glows from it, pure, divine, blinding. Atikay's eyes widen. He feels the sky tremble. He tries to prepare another missile. Too late. Lakshman draws the bow. He releases. The arrow shoots forward, straight, silent, unstoppable. Atikay tries to defend. He lifts his heavenly armor. He summons the power of his boon. But God Brahma's missile cuts through everything. It pierces his defense. It tears through his armor. And in one swift stroke it severs his head from his body. Atikay's giant head falls from the chariot. His body collapses like a broken mountain. The ground trembles with the force of his fall. A hush falls over the battlefield. Even the demons freeze. The death of Atikay shakes their hearts. Lakshman lowers his bow. His face glows with calm courage. Ram watches with pride. The army of Vanars roars with triumph. The demons tremble in fear. Another mighty pillar of Raavan's strength has fallen. And the night of Lanka grows darker. Night descends on Lanka. A quiet darkness settles around the Ashok Vatika. The air is cool. The trees stand still. Only the soft sound of Sita's breath breaks the silence. Sita sits under the shining moon, waiting. She waited every night. For news, for hope, for even the smallest sign that Ram is safe and drawing closer. Her eyes stay fixed on the path that leads to the garden. Her heart beats a little faster. Tonight feels different. At last, soft footsteps approach. A gentle figure enters the garden. It is Trijata, the kind demoness who protects Sita. Her face glows with quiet joy. Sita rises at once. Her voice trembles. Sita asks, Trijata, you have come late. Tell me, what has happened? How is Ram? How is the battle? Trijata bows with deep respect. She looks at Sita with warm eyes. Trijata says, Sita, there is good news tonight. Sita's breath catches. She presses her hands together. She asks, tell me everything. Trijata sits near her and begins. She says, today the battlefield shook with great battles. Raavan sent his brother Kumbhakarn. He is like a mountain walking. Even the earth trembled under him. Sita closes her eyes for a moment. She remembers the stories of Kumbhakarn's strength, a warrior feared even by gods. Trijata continues, but Ram faced him with calm courage. After a fierce battle, Kumbhakarn fell. The earth shook as he died. A soft tear of relief slips from Sita's eye. Trijata goes on, then Raavan sent his sons, Devantak, Narantak, Trishira, Atikay. One by one, they charged at the Vanars. One by one, they fell. Hanuman, Neel, Angad all fought bravely. And Lakshman killed Atikay with Brahma's own missile. Sita's face lights up. A gentle glow surrounds her. She whispers, Ram, Lakshman, the brave sons of Raghu dynasty, they are safe. For the first time in months, Sita's eyes shine with real hope. She looks up at the moon. Her voice is soft but steady. She says, Trijata, it feels as if the night is lifting, as if light is coming closer. Trijata nods. She affirms, Sita, the demons fear now. Raavan has lost many warriors. Lanka trembles. Victory is moving toward Ram. Sita clasps her hands to her heart. She whispers, I knew it. I feel it. Ram is closer. Every battle brings him nearer. Soon this sorrow will end. Her face brightens, as if touched by divine light. Trijata smiles gently. She says, you will be free soon, Sita. Your suffering is ending. The gods themselves seem to guide Ram's arrows. Sita closes her eyes. She imagines Ram's face, his bow, his steady steps, his promise. Her voice is soft while she prays, may this war end soon. May dharma rise. May truth win. And may I see my Ram again. The night wind moves through the garden, soft and peaceful, as if the world itself bows to her hope. And for the first time since she was taken to Lanka, Sita feels certain. Her freedom is near. Ram is coming, and no darkness can stop him now. While the night settles over Lanka, and while Sita listens to Trijata with a hopeful heart, far above the world, beyond clouds and stars, in the shining halls of heaven, another gathering is taking place. A golden glow fills the sky. Celestial drums vibrate softly in the air. The gods sit on shining seats, watching the earth below. Their eyes are fixed on Lanka, on Ram, on Lakshman, on the Vanars, and on the war that shakes the three worlds. Indra, the king of gods, speaks first. Indra says, look, Kumbhakarn has fallen. Atikay too. The pillars of Raavan's strength are breaking. Agni, the god of fire, nods. Agni says, the path is opening. Every battle brings Lord Vishnu, in the form of Ram, closer to his purpose. Vayu, the vine god, moves gently around the assembly. Vayu says, I guided Lakshman's arrow today. It was time for Atikay's end. The curse of the gatekeepers is lifting. Vijay's second birth is complete. God Brahma sits tall, radiant. God Brahma says, yes, the old curse is unfolding just as it was written. Jai and Vijay have walked to lifetimes. Their return to Vaikunth comes closer. A gentle smile spreads across the faces of the gods. The divine sage Narada appears in a burst of light. His veena glows in his hands. Narada says, the tide of dharma is rising. Ram walks forward with calm strength. Every step brings Raavan nearer to his destined fall. The gods nod. Varun, lord of the waters, speaks with deep calm. Varun says, soon the ocean of suffering will part. Sita will be free. Lanka will be purified. From another seat, Lord Surya shines warmly. Surya says, look at Sita. Tonight hope has returned to her eyes. Even the moon feels brighter around her. The gods look down. They see Sita sitting in Ashok Vatika, her heart glowing with new strength. They smile. Indra says, "The end is near." Raavan's power has begun to crack. Every warrior he sends to battle falls before Ram's purpose. Agni leans forward. Agni says, "Only one remains now, Indrajit, the master of sorcery, the last shield of Lanka." God Brahma closes his eyes. God Brahma says, "Yes, Indrajit will come. His weapons are fierce. His illusions are deadly. But even he cannot stop Vishnu's path. The victory of Dharma is certain." A soft ripple of relief moves through the heavens. Ancient fears begin to fade. Even the apsaras pause their dance. Even the vines of paradise grow still. All eyes watch Ram walking through the night, steady and bright. The gods whisper together, "The world will soon be free." The avatar has approached the final turning. The darkness of Raavan will not last. Above the clouds, the skies shine with new hope, for destiny is moving and the victory of Dharma is drawing close.
In this episode, we watched the war spread deeper into the heart of Lanka. After the fall of Kumbhakarn, Raavan's grief turned into fierce determination. One by one, his sons stepped forward: Trishira, Devantak, Narantak, and mighty Atikay, each carrying the pride of their lineage and the fire of revenge. We saw the battlefield blaze again as they rode in with elephants, chariots, and thunderous roars. But courage met courage. Angad stood alone against 3 demons. Hanuman struck with the power of storms. Neel fought with flames in his veins. Rishabh shattered Mahaparshva's might. And Lakshman faced Atikay, the son blessed by Brahma, in a duel of divine weapons that lit the sky like dawn. One by one, Raavan's hopes fell to the earth. Yet this episode was not only about warriors and weapons. We saw Sita hear the news of battle from gentle Trijata. And for the first time in months, her heart felt light. Hope touched her eyes. She felt freedom drawing near. And far above, in the glowing halls of heaven, the gods themselves watched with joy. For Lord Vishnu, in the form of Ram, was moving closer to his purpose. The long darkness born from Raavan's pride was beginning to crack. With the fall of Raavan's sons and brothers, the war had shifted. The mighty house of Lanka, once unshakable, now trembled. Each victory carried Ram one step closer to destiny. Each loss pushed Raavan deeper into the shadow of his downfall. Join me in the next episode as Raavan, shaken yet unbroken, calls upon his mightiest warrior, his son Indrajit, the master of sorcery, illusion, and celestial weapons. We will witness powers unseen till now, battles fought beyond the visible world, and a war that climbs from earth to the very edge of heaven. The night grows darker, the stakes grow higher, and destiny moves closer to its final hour. Share this podcast with your loved ones and let the timeless lessons of the Ramayana inspire your journey. Though the details of this ancient tale may vary across traditions, its essence reminds us of the enduring power of compassion, courage, and hope in the face of adversity. Until next time, may the light of Dharma illuminate your path and fill your heart with peace.